perspective, because she's white and she was in a white sorority in college. And so we compare our experiences all the time. And she even is like, she's a grad, I guess it's called a grad chapter member or whatever, but she's still kind of involved in her sorority at LSU. And she was just like telling them, what you guys need to do is look at how the black sororities model themselves, because y'all are dying off and they're getting stronger and stronger as they get older and older because of the connection, because of the tradition, because of the like expectation that when you get out of college, you will serve in a business way for your sorority. They be like, we partied in college, now we about to do whatever. Like it's not as serious. And she was like, they need to look towards, as usual, the black women to show you how it's done. And I was like, I get that. And she said that they, she can't even speak on how it was received. She didn't even know how it was received. But she was like, I just see through what you've explained to me and what other people have explained that it's a bigger deal for you guys than it is for us. And if we want the tradition to keep going, then what we gonna do? Like, just have beer bong parties and be done? Or are we really gonna do community service? Are we really gonna do galas? Are we gonna do, the things that adults do? Which I thought that was kind of cool, because we would have never gotten to that point if she was like, oh, I did a sorority, you too, good, check, and moved on. And so that we had that relationship first the relationship. And then the relationship should be able to lead to all kinds of honest conversations without offense.
Right. Because it is off-putting when conversations occur that are, I guess questioning or being curious. If at first you don't know where the person is coming from. And,
we definitely, there's a lot on this topic, and we talk about this stuff all the time. So I think that that's something that we are going to go into a little bit more. But I think that also people of color, the need is for you to be willing to hear their heart in it all. And it may sound stupid, and it may sound like people don't really understand, and they don't. And that's the thing. So the fact that they're actually asking is a step, because actually the opposite of that is racism. Like you just sitting in it, being ignorant, and being okay with that. So the people that are actually coming and asking questions, even if it is your hair do that naturally? Like they really are trying to like make a connection and figure out the differences.
Yeah.
And sometimes we take it like, don't touch my hair. But really it's like a curiosity that if we were to address it the right way, it could lead to learning and growth instead of off-putting and scared to ask another person about anything that's different.
That's true.
But I know we get tired
of always having to educate.
It's true.
Yeah, it is tough.
So I have a student who is white in an all-black class, and she's only a freshman. So my babies get so much older and so much more wise. When they first come, they just really don't know. And this is the first day of class, and she really was like, do I really look that corny? Like, that was the question she asked me. And I was like, and this is like on her way out, like she was just trying to figure out like how, I feel like she was trying to figure out how to navigate in that world.
Oh yeah, because that's not a normal setup.
It's not. Mm-hmm. And they learn quickly. And these students come out like, I'm so proud of who they are as people. But I said, you know what? No, you don't look that corny. I said, you look like a freshman, and you look like a beautiful little girl who is going to blossom, and you're going to learn so much. And I was like, just be open to all the differences. I'm like, you were going to be a great person because of this experience. She was so relieved. She was just like, and I really think she was asking me if I thought she was a corn. And I'm like, no, baby. No, I'm not going to judge you, but it's just very, and she's come to find out she's Mormon. So like that is even more of a extreme than just like a Methodist or a Baptist or whatever. She's got other things. She was hesitant to even tell me that, but I'm like, okay. So she's going to get an awakening of a lifetime in her 4 years. Yeah. Bless her heart.
Shoot, she is already out to a great start.
But the fact that she is aware that maybe something is a little bit off and she's a little uncomfortable, like uncomfortability is the place to be if you're trying to learn something else. You can't just be comfortable all the time.
To sit in it
and
for a
grow.
Minute, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
Oh,
well,
goodness.
That's our podcast. We're done.
Catch your breath.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh, are you?
All right. So, woo. I mean,
you kill me.
We have so much more to talk about, and
we're just scratching the surface, ladies and gents.
We will never run out of content.
So, okay, we will not. But let's talk about this. Announcements, things that are coming up. So one of our new changes for 2019 is that we're going to do teacherpreneurs.
Yes.
I'm really excited about
and I feel like we have been talking about doing this since the beginning.
Right.
I think we got away from it because I don't know. Did we going to be the only teacherpreneurs on this podcast?
No, we actually did interview a few people. We probably did like 3 interviews.
We sure did.
Yeah. I think that this year what we're going to try to do is at least once a month have a different, starting in February, we'll have a different teacherpreneur to come and be featured on the show. And the good news about this, you know, we are all sitting on so many talents that we have as educators, and sometimes we don't know how to flip that talent that we have into something that could be lucrative for our personal lives, you know. And, you know, as educators, we are so, our nature is just to give, and we understand that we have to do things for free. We understand that we have to spend our own money. We understand that, you know, sometimes as the teachers in LA are marching to show that our skills are oftentimes undervalued. Right. So we've talked about on the podcast before how sometimes that turns into us not being able to recognize the skills that we have that are so
the
special.
Value episode, I think we talked about that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what's awesome is we're going to get a lot of teacherpreneurs who are still in education, but they are definitely doing the doggone thing. They have figured out what their area is and they are being very successful. So, you know, talking to these individuals is going to really help us help others identify what skills they may have that they didn't recognize that they had. And the goal is to get them to reverse engineer, like what gave them the idea to become this entrepreneur outside of being educators, and what were their steps, you know, out on faith. You know, you got to step out on faith in order to go outside of what you're used to. So hopefully these teachers will be able to also give us a peek into what gave them the confidence to be able to do the amazing things that they're doing.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that.
Absolutely. And I think that, like, if you guys know of someone who you think you want to hear more from, we'll do all the heavy lifting. Just, you know, on Instagram or Facebook, like, tag or let us know who you think would be someone that you would want to hear us and our shenanigans with, because you know it's going to be a good time. So they might need to be fun. That's the only requirement. No, I'm just kidding. Like, they definitely, I would want someone, you know, who you want to hear more from in the type of way that Sweet Tea and Sunshine can bring out all kinds of things from people. So that'll be fun. I definitely am looking forward to that segment. What else is coming up?
Oh, goodness. So, as many of you may or may not know, I feel like I didn't talk about this a whole lot last year. So I have an amazing opportunity to work with a conference series called Teach Your Heart Out. I get to do a leadership workshop That's what I'm going to call it because it's super interactive. So I do a leadership workshop for leaders in education and aspiring leaders in education. And we've been to Miami, Las Vegas. Those are the places that I've presented. Is that it? Las Vegas?
Well, you know, if y'all have been down with us since day one, shout out to the Right Step Chicks and the Teacher Hideout Conference when we went in Houston and did a live podcast.
Yeah, that's right. We did our live podcast in Houston.
That was our very first conference that we'd done before, and so that was really cool.
Right.
And so since then...
So that's the same one, yeah.
You have been kind of on tour with them. And we also had the opportunity, and I was there too this time, to volunteer for the pep talks that they're doing.
Gosh, yeah. So the same organization, the Right Step Chicks, they are doing, not only are they doing Teacher Heart Out conferences for all educators from K all the way to 12 and leaders, but they've put together this cute little series of a teacher-driven comedy show. I love it. It's all educators or former educators who have now turned comedians. And
which is so funny because it's true.
Yeah, like, so everything that they're talking about is so authentic. We can all relate to it. It's called the Pep Talk series. So we are really excited about that, you know, volunteering with them because I also volunteered, and we definitely support the Right Step Chicks, Pep Talk, and the Teacher Heart Out conferences. So what is awesome, though, if you're in the Atlanta area, oh my gosh.
I can't wait.
There is a conference coming up in March. So mark your calendars for March. I don't want to give you the dates because I might be giving them. Wait, I can look. 1 second. March 29th and 30th is the Teacher Heart Out Conference.
And we definitely are going to put it up in our Insta stories. And if you follow Be the Light,
Be the Light Inc.
Oh, sorry, Be the Light Inc. on Instagram, then you can. She's definitely been helping with the advertisement over there, but we will definitely put it on Sweet Tea and Sunshine podcast on IG. Something new for you.
Please. That's another announcement. We have definitely changed our name on Instagram. It used to be
at Tea Shines,
and now is
Sweet Tea and Sunshine podcast.
Yes, so very simple. We're keeping it consistent for you guys, so you will not get confused. We are continually reflecting and refreshing. So that's a refresh for 2019.
Yeah.
Also, we have our marriage retreat.
Oh.
We are preparing and already registration has already opened for our marriage retreat that will take place in September. It is at Orange Beach, Alabama. Don't get it twisted, y'all. This is a very nice beach. And if any of you watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, let me just go ahead and mention that they were staying in the same houses that we stayed in for our retreat.
That's so funny.
If you think that the Real Housewives have amazing trips, Lord have mercy, we had no idea that we were on Real Housewives status.
With our real husbands.
Right. Like, they're really going to be there, so you should bring your real husband as well.
Right.
Remember, you can, registration is open right now. The cost is $700, but
the price actually goes up next month on the 4th of February. So please make sure that if you're interested, make sure you follow the links on our Instagram or Facebook and register, because people are up in there already. So you want to get your room reserved.
So let me just give you a quick overview of what that includes. We will have a personal chef. We have a private pool. We have an amazing facility. Our house is very nice. It's very big. You will have private rooms. The beach might as well be private because there is low traffic at that time. We have beach party. We have workshops throughout the weekend where you are guaranteed to bond with your spouse and take something away from it that will help your marriage grow and also renew some things in your marriage, because sometimes we know the things, we know what to do. It's just setting aside that intentional time of bonding with your spouse, and that's definitely what this is. You said something about investing in your marriage.